Somebody, yeah, that's my Maserati going ham. No salami, that's your chick. If I like it, then I'm straight. Boat garden in a club. Where the bottles that rose.
Doing too many of the hogs, there was a nice use of saving that stone slammer to ensure that star.
Next up is Linnaid. He says he loves working with these teammates. They're very reliable and friendly. They work hard and they play hard, and they actually got a chance to meet before moving out here to Poland to compete, to plan their victory march. They've already got the lead in this Group A match. Can Linnaid, a lover of loons, and he's brought 33 of them, keep them ahead?
Well, you say Linnaid is a lover of loons. In the first two wars, he did use Sui Alalo, and he got a 3-star in the very first one, and then a 2-star, 77% in the second. So he's continuing to use the balloons in the balloon parade. The Queen's going to follow this wall wrecker in the top side at 12, moving in to take out this multi-target Inferno. Actually has some balloons and an ice golem in here. Didn't necessarily need a balloon if they could have just got some value away, pull some skellies. The Queen takes care of that. And the enemy Queen gets frozen, and he needs the enemy Queen to go down, and hopefully there's nothing too much damage in that defending clan castle.
We ask each player how they would spend their prize if they were to win it all here, and Linnaid actually gave us a pretty unique answer. He was the only guy who said he's not concerned about the prize. He's not even thinking about it. In fact, he just wants to play each game match by match as they come. And if he manages to make it to the big stage at ESL 1 Hamburg and wins it all, he'll figure out what to do then.
Yeah, as you mentioned, ESL Hamburg, there it is. You can buy your tickets now for that if you would like to go for the World Finals. The Warden is now following for the balloons going in towards this multi-target Inferno. Drops the Rage. Beautiful use of the freeze on the multi and air defense. Look at this Eagle artillery still going to be raining down. There's a huge clump of balloons moving through. Still has one more freeze and a freeze after this. Pops the beautiful Grand Warden Eternal Tome. 3 haste spells left in this raid. Beautiful freeze to grab that sweeper again. Can he overwhelm it for the potential 3-star for MCES?
The Loon's not pathing right onto the multi-target Infernos he might have hoped. He's got a few more haste spells. He dropped 2 of them and has 1 left to try to finish off the last remaining defensive structures here. They always seem to be going for the cannons and the ground-based defenses instead of the archer towers and expos and first, but it seems like they might have just enough to finish off the core interior structures. He does have 2 Teslas to deal with on the outside of the base, but still has plenty of balloons to take it out. I think this could be a 3-star hit, Carbon Fin.
What he is looking like it, he still has 2 more balloons to drop, pulling some traps, and now it's just a matter of cleanup. There is that clan castle in the core, but it's got almost no health. Dropping the balloon on the top side army camp, and he's going to be able to help clean this up for MCES. They got the 99% 2-star in their first hit here, but this time they capitalized to get the 3-star right now.
Linnaid, a French general, reminding me of a phrase from another French general. Mr. Napoleon himself said that quantity has a quality all of its own. 40 Grand Warden to keep his troops safe. It is a really delicate balancing match to using that Eternal Tome ability early enough in the raid so that it can capture enough attacking troops without them wandering out of the range of that life aura, but you don't want to use it too soon, especially if the key defensive structures that are firing down the heaviest on your attacking forces are deep inside the base.
Next up, we have for MCS Arium, and he's proven his versatility. The first 2 attacks were a P.E.K.K.A. smash with a 3-star, the second one was a Charge Lalo, got an 86% 2-star, and now he's coming in with the Hogs. He's showing he can do it all 3 different attack strategies in these attacks, in these wars here. Beautiful job. Let's see if he can capitalize. Drops the King, Ice Golems, E-Drag gets some nice chain value. There's the Tesla farm. He drops 1 wall breaker all the way across the map, pulls a giant bomb. There, we've talked about it before, seeing a skeleton trap inside a Tesla farm. We'll find probably another giant bomb in there as well. King Pop's ability. Can this Queen go for this Town Hall and follow up in there?
That's a great point, Carbon Fin. The versatility of this team is really starting to shine in the late stages of this Group A match. This is basically the all-star team from France, bringing together players from multiple different clans and different backgrounds, but all united behind the same goal of bringing France to the world stage and proving that their team has got a shot at winning it all. They defeated Lost Meta acts in the ESL Play Online qualifier to make it here. They were in the top 4, in fact, of the ESL Play Online qualifier, but they also are a team that is top 20 global on the Clan War League leaderboards. They are fighting hard and have got a great shot at making it all the way to the top.
Now the Grand Warden is following these hogs and drops the double skellies, but oh no, dropped them in the wrong compartment. They're gonna have to work on the wall to get to this queen first. Oh no, unfortunately queen jumped that wall to go down, but the hogs are moving through. There's a lot of, oh, did the queen just pick off that Grand Warden? Unfortunately, he goes down. Doesn't have any more spells. The skellies are working on the wall. There should hopefully be enough. The skellies also received an update not too long ago that they became armored, and it takes 2 shots to actually take out the skellies instead of just that one.
Well, they have taken out the queen now, and the hogs are on the last leg of this base. 3 more defensive structures, 2 now, as they're starting to hammer away at the archer tower and the wizard tower now. There's still a defensive lava hound, which might provide a little bit of distraction for the wizards and archers around the outside, but there's just not that many buildings left for them to have to take down. 98%, and with plenty of time to get the cleanup. E.D.M has done it. Keep calm and carry on. That's how you get 3 stars.
And that's another 6-pack for...
in the previous match, so I think that they definitely are keeping up that good momentum that they had from their semifinal performance. Let's see if Mces is going to be able to do the same.
Hugo Stiglitz is up next. He has 1 3-star and a 99% 2-star on these attacks that he's done, but he's trying to get another triple. Coming in with a Sui Lalo, kind of with an Electron that won a clone spell. Drops the king, but that tassel field actually started hitting the queen super early that he didn't want necessarily to happen. And now he's going to get the queen to go if he can take out this air defense with some archers. Look at that. 2 archers are going to take down this air defense all by themselves. Look at that, the Stone Slayer. Oh, actually, the queen comes back for it, but the archers would have been able to handle it just perfectly fine. It's taking out these Teslas in 1 shot, and there is some ground skellies, and unfortunately, the queen can't finish off that last Tesla.
Yeah, didn't get that last one there. Great read, though, by Hugo Stiglitz, recognizing that he could get a really easy air defense on the bottom side of the base. A super crucial target to finish off early on, especially when you have an aerial attack like this one. 3 lava hounds and 32 balloons, not requiring much more out of that Archer Queen than what she was able to put up, but we do need to take down this enemy Archer Queen. It's up to the Electro Dragon to get that job done. Can one of them finally target onto this enemy Archer Queen?
And he's trying to do it. There's a bunch of archers.
Yep, come on, Electro Dragon.
Almost do it.
Oh, got her.
Yeah, the queen goes down. That Eagle Artillery is getting hit. Look at this. This is the cloned Electric Dragon. It's going to stay up for a little bit of time, but the clone units do go away in time, and he disappears right there. So he loses the E-Drag, but still was able to take down that Eagle Artillery. Look at these. The balloons are moving on the top side. He's got 2 lava hounds on the bottom side, and there are a ton of balloons. It's a balloon parade coming from the top side. Hugo Stiglitz is looking to kick it off for Mces to get a 3-star, and even might not need to use this haste spell. Can swag it. Look at this. Woody, there's a ton of balloons left with over a minute. This is an easy 3-star right here.
That's an extremely impressive way to start things off. Mces is going to have a huge boost to their spirit, seeing Hugo Stiglitz perform so well in the first raid here, putting a 3-star up on the board with an extra haste spell. And can you count those balloons? It looks like there's over a dozen of them on the field.
Yeah, he drops that haste right there. Didn't even need it with 30 seconds left in the raid, and that is going to be a 3-star.
What a start, Mces. It seems like they can't do anything else than 3 stars. Can they really be as dominant even here?
Have your best 4 in one of them. You just have to do it in 2 of the 3. And now we have Mces trying to answer. At this point, they're going to have to get 3 stars out.
It sounds like you guys are starting to think that my boys at INTZ are going to be able to pull off this win in set 2 after all, huh? Do you think Mces doesn't even have a chance at this point?
I have to say, looking at the other qualifiers and seeing how often that happened, that the team that had the stronger comeback in the second war win it in the end. So, yeah, I would say it's anyone's game right now.
Yes, yeah, I absolutely agree. It could be anybody's game. INTZ is showing why they are deserving to be here. And just because of one war you lose, you have a great chance to win any other war on any other day.
Well said. I think that INTZ is in a dominating position right now, but anything can happen with these last two attacks. Arium, one of the strongest players from MCES, has put several 3-star hits up on the board, and even when he doesn't 3-star, it's usually a very high percentage 2-star. As we mentioned earlier, he's one of the highest average destruction players on the entire stadium today, so let's give him a shot. He's moving in first against that Town Hall to claim the first star for MCES. Ice Golem is going to freeze up that Town Hall just to prevent too much firepower from coming back at this queen. She'll take a few shots under the safety of that freeze before we move to the next stage, which is going to be 40 Hog Riders, Carbon Fin.
40 of them, that's insane. There's so many. Now the queen still has her royal cloak, meaning she can then step. Oh, he pops it there early. Don't know if that was an accident, but he's flying in with the Stone Slammer. Hogs come to the top side, drops double heals, and get ready for a potential Grand Warden ability, unless he wants to use it in the core with that Rage over the Skelly. There it is. The Skelly's going to help take this queen down super quick, and drops the heal over the next multi, pops the Grand Warden Eternal Tome. This is looking pretty strong, has one more heal. Is MCES going to answer the call with a 3-star of their own when they absolutely needed it? One more balloon and a wizard to help clean up. All the wizards are down on the right side. He can actually get this. Look at all these Hog Riders left. This is good for MCES.
Exactly what they needed. Their first 3-star in this second set against INTZ. MCES rebounds the shot and is coming back with a 3-star hit. They got plenty of cleanup. I think Arium actually brought like 8 wizards for this cleanup. So much damage output still left on the field, including a skeleton spell, which seems to just be the icing on the cake at this point. A counterfeit Lava Hound from inside that clan castle getting very little value against the attacking troops from Arium. He's just got one poor little builder hut left to destroy, and that's it. 3 stars and down.
That ties up the number of 3 stars in this match, but with the boulders going all the way around the base, and now Sinti has to get this 3-star or it is pretty much over at this point. And that would mean if he gets the 3, they are hoping for INTZ to get the 1, and that could be the finals. So we're going to be curious. Sinti's coming in with the Mass Hog Riders and 2 poison spell with the Skelly.
The only thing that can save MCES right now is they get a 3-star and INTZ gets a 1-star. I don't see any chance of that happening. INTZ hasn't put 1-stars up on the board ever in their multiple appearances here at the qualifiers, especially in the playoffs when it matters most. They can easily get a confident 2-star strike against any base that MCES can put up. Still, though, we'll give Cynthia his due. He's one of the stronger attackers from MCES at a 91% overall destruction in stage, and improving on that slightly. In fact, he got a 96% in his match previously against INTZ. Did very well as well against Nova. But let's take a look what he's got right now. He's got 39 Hog Riders to supplement this queen charge into the center. He'll take down the Town Hall relatively early. The thing I'm noticing about the defenses on this base is that they're relatively concentrated over on the right side of the map. All 3 multi-target Inferno towers are over on the right side. There's not really a whole lot on the left to worry about, Carbon Fin.
Yeah, he did end up pulling the Lava Hound, which he used beautifully to move with the archers, so he didn't have to worry about the queen locking onto it. The hogs are all coming down on the right side. Drops the poison on the queen to slow her down. Get ready for the Rage and the Skelly over the core to help take that queen down. That Stone Slammer is going to get some great value with some hogs coming out. 2 more heal spells. Look at this queen. She's still going around, going to be able to take out that mortar, take out that wizard tower. And is Cinti of MCES going to help get a clutch potential 3-star with a heal spell in the bag? Woody, look at all these Hog Riders. He's going to have to drop this heal, and this is looking really good for a 3 as well.
It sure is. A lot of traps along the outer edge of this base. It seemed like it was kind of like a bait-style base designed by SONHO here to try to, encourage an atypical strategy to move in hard on the right side, but undercommit early on. Cynthia was going to have none of it. He saw right through the hole in the armor and drilled in perfectly to finish things off. Here now, he's got 45 seconds for cleanup. Mces on their way to another 3-star here will put a total of 12 on the board for them. But like I said before, INTZ is just so far ahead on destruction percentage that even if Mces pulls off this 3-star now, INTZ just has to clear the way to a simple 2-star, and they'll be on the path to victory.
There was the 3-star, and he swagged that heel there, if you guys saw, showing how he finished it off with another 3 to put the nail in. But Tryhard is up, looking for his first 3-star. He can't wait anymore. This is the moment he has to get it. It's all coming down to here. He's got 40 Hog Riders, and if any time it's now to get that 3.
Tryhard is a student of esports development, and he is here today not just to support his own team, but to support his career. He's learning all he can about the esports world as a player, a competitor, a teammate, and now a finalist in the Clash of Clans World Championship July qualifier. He's performed very well in the past 2 wars, having earned 78 and 85% in the match against INTZ, but is still on the lookout for that 3-star hit.
Baby Dragon is down on each side, and the top to help set that funnel, and the bottom to help set that funnel. Uses the test wall breaker to open, actually test for the small bombs, and now the wall breakers actually open up this wall. But this queen is reaching on this king, and the king's like, I don't even know that the queen's there. I'm just gonna ignore her. And the queen's gonna go for the cannon next, and the king is down without even seeing the queen there, and now he's gonna be able to step up, no problem, and either go for this air defense or go for the town hall. She actually does go down south, still has her royal cloak. He's gonna have to think about something, because that town hall has to go down.
I can't believe the king just sat there and took all that punishment from the queen. Lesson to the guys out there, pay attention when the ladies are talking. All right, this queen gets a few more pop shots in toward that clan castle, neutralizing that crucial defense and finishing off the town hall for the 1st star. Tryhard from Mces has a massive hog raid moving in from the top corner of the base, takes out a multi and is moving toward that queen now. Needs to use the poison or the skeleton spell, possibly even both to finish her off. Drops the skeleton and she'll start taking a few stabs, finishes her off, and will continue through the rest of the base.
The rage is in the core. The hogs are taking some nice use out of it. Drops the final heal. This is looking really strong. Moving into the bomb tower. Multi-target Inferno has 2 balloons. Might use it for the Teslas. No, he decides to use it. That was Archer Tower on the very corner. Interesting placement of that Archer Tower. Hogs are moving in. Gonna take down that air defense. Still has the 1 balloon. This is looking very strong. Is Tryhard going to get his first 3-star of the event of the weekend? He's going to drop that minion down south. He does. The hogs, the balloon goes down. 40 seconds left in the raid. He needs this 3-star to answer INTZ's 3-star of their own.
Looks to me like he's got it. Mces has a super high hit rate, and you're seeing a great example right now of why they're able to pull these 3-stars off. Cheers from the French side of the field as the hogs, ignoring that clan castle lava hound, are going to continue their way through the space, pulverizing gold storages left and right to take the last 2 defenses down and a 3-star equalizer.
There we go! Tryhard making it happen for Mces, bringing them back into this game, into this very...
But 1 triple from Mces can throw it all up in the air.
Cynthia able to score a 100% alongside Ariam, the last 2 attackers for Mces. Ariam's going to be going up next. Remember, he got that 100% in the semifinals against Nova. Ariam got a 77%, as well as a 3-star in the first 2 games against INT. Would really love to see a 3-star from him here and now. If not, it's got to be at least a high percentage, looking like 85% plus from ES to tie it up against INTZ.
Sending the king and the baby dragon at the top to help set the funnel on each side. He has 5 wall breakers. Look for 1 wall break to test for the small bomb. The Wizard's going to step up and try to damage that Archer Tower, but the cannon picks him off. Pops the King ability, finds a giant bomb. Woody, I think it's just a rule in the game. Whenever you pop a hero ability, you have to find a giant bomb.
A bit unlucky here for E.D.M to start things off with. SONHO once again dropping goblins into his clan castle. It was a bit of a problem earlier on in this war, but it seems like that Wizard able to one-shot the goblins didn't have too much trouble taking them down. Wall break will get this Archer Queen into the first compartment where she'll have an easy target against this town hall. But hold on, there's actually still a few archers on defense here. Gonna force the poison out and slow things down a bit for E.D.M.
Might have to force this Queen ability because if this Lava Hound comes out of the clan castle, the Queen's not going to get anything. He doesn't want to pop it because he's going to come in with Mass Hogs. There's some more archers, and no, there's a witch.
Uh-oh, he's already used his poison spell.
Yes, he has. That means those skellies are going to be hitting all the hogs as they move through.
No, bad news for E.D.M. Still has a shot at taking out those CC troops. His Archer Queen moving in and doing her best at firing away, but skeletons are mighty distracting, and the witch isn't going to have anything to do with that Queen. She hops on down to the center compartment to focus on the Hog Riders instead. Archer Queen is still doing her best to keep up pace through the base as the Grand Warden's Eternal Tome ability is going to go off protecting those hogs as they start to spread out, but it's not a super great spread. Finishes off the bottom side multi-target Inferno, but the defensive Archer Queen is getting massive value for SONHO.
Yeah, the defensive Queen jumped the wall so that the skellies did not go for her. So that was perfect to stay alive. The hogs are moving through. We don't have many defenses left. The enemy, his Queen is actually still up in the raid. He doesn't have to kill the Queen, just has to take out that platform. Uh-oh, can this Wizard sneak in right behind the Queen and grab that platform? No, one shot, he's dead. But he's gonna drop the balloon. He's got 40 seconds. He is gonna be super close here, Woody.
My goodness, it's gonna go down to the wire. He's just got so many hogs, and it'll depend upon whether or not the Queen is able to target onto the hogs or if she'll be on the backside of this platform. E.D.M not confident, but holding his breath. It looks like he's got a good shot at it.
There it is.
Engages.
Can he get this? Can he get it for the 3? And there it is. MCS gets the 3-star in the second to last hit.
All the pressure now onto INTZ. It seems like they really want to make sure that we have to be on the edges of our seat until the very last.
And get the triple to win this war to get 3. It comes down to Sinti. Unbelievable. Because INTZ does have the advantage on percentage. And we're going to see what Sinti can do in this final attack.
A strong advantage for INTZ, but Sinti could overcome that advantage with something north of 90%. If he gets a 91% 2-star, that would also be enough to win, but that is a really high bar to set, Carbon Fin.
He's coming in with the Mass Hogs. He's done it before. He's got a triple, and I'm curious to see. He's got the 3 wall breakers to send into here, drop the hog to actually distract and let those wall breakers go in. Here we go. Out comes the Lava Hound. That means the Queen's going to get stuck, and she's going to have to try to get through this Archer Tower. She does. So now she can actually take her time. That was huge that he took the Archer Tower down, so the Queen has his health. Now he has 2 poisons. Drops 1 as it pops. This Town Hall goes down. If this is the high 90s, MCES is going. If it's not, INTZ is going. I don't know what to do. This is insane. I can't even breathe here.
It all comes down to this, Carbon Fin. Take a quick breath because we've got 2 more minutes of action to watch. Archer Queen pops her ability on the Town Hall, and that'll be the 1st star claimed by MCES. They need to get 91% to defeat INTZ. Here come the Hog Riders! Grand Warden to support this massive push and plenty of heal spells to keep them healthy and on task. They're moving against 2 multi-target Infernos early on, as well as that Eagle Artillery. Defensive Archer Queen firing away, but a poison's going to slow her down a bit here, Carbon Fin.
He's got the Mass Hogs, a beautiful Grand Warden ability. The Queen is down. Oh my goodness. He's got a ton of hogs in this raid. This is looking good. Is this going to send MCS to the finals? They are looking, and unfortunately, look at all these defenses going down with the the pressure on the line. Is the French community gonna be getting the golden ticket?
Like a hot knife through butter, these hogs have demolished the last remaining base. Marinal's team has been rebuffed. 92% has sealed the deal. MCES victorious in the tiebreaker best of 3 grand finals. They are your champions!
Showing up for the very first time and taking the golden ticket immediately. INTZ, so often they have been here in the arena, so often they tried, but the French just come by, take the tickets, and leave to Hamburg.
From back-to-back 3 stars to end that war, we thought TZ had it, and then it flipped over to MCS. We could not have asked for a better Game 3 right there.
The highs of emotion run in the arena cannot be measured on any scale. The MCES and INTZ teams were both up and down.